it's Jordan. So today I'm going to be doing the Power of Makeup tag. Hopefully you guys like this video. Yeah, the Power of Makeup tag is an awesome tag. I believe it was started by a girl named Nikki Tutorials, and it's where you do half of your face is full on glam and then the other half is completely bare, no makeup. And I think it's really cool because it shows girls that you don't have to wear all this makeup to look beautiful. I mean, I think I look pretty on both sides. So yeah, I don't know, and it's kind of fun to show that, you know, you yourself is almost like an artist because you do your own makeup, and it kind of represents you because me as a person, this represents me because literally I am either full on glam like this when I wear makeup, or if I'm not wearing makeup, I'm literally barefaced. There's like no in between. There's no days where I say, oh, I'll just do my eyebrows, or oh, I'll just put mascara on. Like, I'm either like no makeup or like this. So and most days it's no makeup. So yeah, because, you know, your girl don't got time for all this sometimes. So yeah, this is a pretty awesome video, so please stay tuned to see how I get this, oh, wrong side, this side of my face completely and utterly bomb.com, because I really like this eye I got going on right now. So yeah, before I get started though, I do want to tag two people here on YouTube. Since this is a tag video, I want to tag Stephanie. She is a good friend here I met on YouTube, and she's really cool. Check out her channel. She does really awesome beauty videos and makeup tutorials. And I'm also going to tag Shannon, and she is one of my best friends in real life as well as on YouTube. She's awesome. Yeah, if you guys like this video, I also tag you to do it as well. I would love to see your guys's kind of Power of Makeup tag because I think it's super cool and super fun to do. So please link your video down below if you did do it, because I really want to see it. I think this tag is so much fun, and I can't talk. I've literally filmed the intro and the outro to this video so many times. So yes, I'm gonna get going, and hopefully you guys will stick around to see how I do this. Bye. Alright, so I'm barefaced. This is in the morning, and I'm going to do Power of Makeup tag like I said earlier, and I believe I'm gonna do this side of my face because I feel like I have like more face demons and whatnot going on over here. So I'm going to be starting off with a primer, and I'm just going to be using the Baby Skin by Maybelline. And again, I'm just doing half of my face, so this isn't like a full face tutorial, but literally you could do the same exact thing just on the other side of your face. Like for a full tutorial, if that makes sense. Wow. Alright. So for foundation, I'm going to be going in with my favorite drugstore foundation, and this is Wet n Wild Coverall. This is a full coverage foundation. That's why I love it, and it's really cheap. It's like $3.99 or $2.99. And then for a brush, I'm going to be using the Morphe M439 brush, and it looks like this. Yeah, Jaclyn Hill uses this, so that's kind of why I bought it. But honestly, I don't know. I really, compared to the Beauty Blender kind of like sponge thing, it's hard for me to like foundation brushes anymore because I feel like they apply so streaky. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in with this. As you can see, it is very full coverage. I like to cover up my freckles as well as like any imperfections on my skin, so I always try to use a full coverage foundation, but that's just personal preference. Because, like, honestly, I'm, like, one of those girls that either will go out with, like, no makeup on at all, or if I'm going out with makeup on, I'm gonna have, like, my full face done. Like, that's just me. Like, there's no kind of, like, in-between for me, I guess. So, I don't know. That's, again, it's just, like, personal preference. So, and yeah. We all have, like, imperfections that we like to cover, so I just like to cover my freckles, which some people might not think it's an imperfection, but I just don't want them, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Okay, so now that I have my foundation on, I'm going to go in with a beauty blender and just kind of tap off the excess, if that makes sense, and kind of get a smooth application. I just think the beauty blender kind of sponge, this isn't a beauty blender, this is by Studio Basics from Ulta. It's $4.99, and it's literally just as good as the beauty blender, because I've had the beauty blender, and I don't know, maybe I'll buy a beauty blender and do a comparison video, because this is literally like the bomb.com. So as you can tell, it just kind of smooths out the foundation and just kind of makes it look more along the lines of your skin. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my eyebrows, and literally this is going to be so weird to point this out, but I think this is kind of a good thing to point out. Like, everyone has imperfections, and a makeup is just kind of a good way to make yourself feel better and just kind of to lift yourself up if you're having like a down day, because honestly, so many girls are hated on for liking makeup because they're like, oh, you don't look like that, or blah, 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 you know, just like stupid stuff. And honestly, you're doing it for yourself. You don't have to do it for anyone else. And that's why I do my makeup the way I do it. I do it literally for myself. Like, if I was the only person on the planet, I'd still be having a beat face every day. I'd be like, girl, you look good. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow in the color Auburn. But yeah, so on this side of my face, this is why I picked this side mostly, is because my eyebrow does not arch as well as this side. So what I kind of do is literally create an arch with makeup, because again, that's just how my face is. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, my face is kind of like this is clearly my good side, and this is the side of my face that like goes to yoga every day and goes to Yale and studies her ass off, and then this is the side that literally just does Netflix and chill in the true meaning of the form. So yes. But you know, it's fine, because we all can't just be, you know, Yale graduates. It's cool. So, and again, I'm like making my own arch, if that makes sense. So see, no arch. And then I can go in and just make my own. So I'm going to go in with my eyes now, and I zoomed in for you guys a little bit. I'm going to be using the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and this is literally my favorite eye base. Like, I will continue to buy this every time I run out, because I seriously do use this every day. I think it is worth the money. And also, like, it literally puts all my other eyeshadows kind of to shame, or my eyeshadow bases to shame, and I don't really use them too much. So now for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be doing a little trick that I learned here on YouTube, and it's just to kind of make your makeup and kind of make your eye shape a little bit different, if that makes sense. It's gonna give me a crisp line at the edge of my eye, so I don't have like a smoky like round. It's gonna be really crisp and sharp. So I'm gonna take my tape, which, you know, is kind of weird at first, but honestly I got used to it, and I really like the way it looks. So you just kind of stick it on your fingers, pull it off, make sure, you know, it's not too sticky, and you're gonna go in and just tape off by like the under part, and just kind of make it go to the outer, like so, the end of your eyebrow. So, and again, that's going to give you the crisp line that you're looking for. So for the eyeshadow on the lid, I'm going to be using the Essence Long Lasting Eyeshadow in the color Glammy Goes To. And it looks like this. It's super pretty. I really like this eyeshadow, and I definitely recommend it. So I'm just going to take my synthetic brush, make sure you use a synthetic one, and I'm going to pack this on the lid, and look how much pigment there is. Like, it's seriously amazing. I really like this eyeshadow. So again, I'm just going to put this all over my lid. So once you have this packed on the lid, now we're going to go into the crease, and I'm going to be using kind of a first layer transition color, so it's probably not going to show through, but I'm just going to put the color there so it's easier to blend out the darker color later. And I'm going to be using Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, and it just looks like this. It's kind of like a warm brown color. So I'm going to take this and put this in my crease. And for this, I'm just using a really small e.l.f. Crease brush. It's the smaller one, it's not the bigger one. And you just want to go in and literally from the outside to the inside, windshield wiper motions, if that makes sense. Now I'm just going to go in with this blending brush, and honestly, this is one of my favorites. I have a couple favorite like big blending brushes like this. I got them from Amazon actually, so I'll link my Amazon brushes worth checking out video right here for you guys, so you can go watch it. But this just really helps me blend out the transition shade, and I literally have been using these brushes like every day, so I really like them, and they're super inexpensive. So now that the brown is placed there, I'm going to go in with a black, and again, this is just by Makeup Geek. It's their color called Corrupt. This is literally my favorite black ever. I can't even use another black anymore because Corrupt has literally spoiled me. Yeah, it's seriously super, super black, and if you were going to get one color from Makeup Geek, go with their black because it's super, super dark. So I'm going to actually just use the same brush and go in on my crease. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the same blending brush and just blend out the black. I'm actually going to put a little bit of black on the blending brush now and just kind of go in and smoke it out, just so I can get a little bit darker of a pigmentation. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to go in with this NYX Conceal Correct Contour Palette. I'm going to be using the lightest shade they have. And I'm going to take, again, this inexpensive brush just by, like, Amazon. And, again, I'll link that for you guys. I'm going to go in and kind of shape my eyebrow, if that makes sense. And this is literally something kind of new that I've been doing just to kind of get my eyebrow highlight a little bit more noticeable. So it's just going to look like this. And then I'm also going to go and do the top as well, again, because I make my own arch, so I really want it to be defined. Okay, so now this is the fun part. You get to take off your tape and see your crisp line, and it's just going to look like that. Now I'm just going to be taking Makeup Geek Corrupt again with this fluffy angled brush and just kind of go in with my lower lash line and kind of all the way to like your tear duct. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my cream eyeshadow again in Glamy's Goes To, and I'm going to go in with the inner corner and place that color there. Now I'm going to line my waterline and my tight line, and I'm just going to be using the Essence gel eyeliner in the waterproof kind. Now for my top line, I'm going to be using the Essence liquid eyeliner in the waterproof, and I'm just going to go over the top. I'm not going to do a wing because the black is so dark, and also it kind of almost is a wing effect with the crisp edge. So I'm just going to do a straight line, just so I can blend in my false eyelashes a little bit more. Now that my liner is done, I'm going to go in with the Essence Get Big Lashes, and I'm going to do my top and bottom. And I'm also going to go in with some falsies, and I'll show you guys what they are in a second. So to cover up some of my face demons, again, I'm going to take the NYX Conceal Correct Contour Palette with the lightest shade, and I'm going to go in and just kind of put some of it on my sponge and just tap it where I have my problem going on that day. And I usually do this on my nose as well because my nose, like, is always an issue for me. For like whiteheads, blackheads, whatever. So I always like to conceal, don't feel, you know what I mean? So now I'm going to go into my highlight and contour routine. Because I didn't put any powder on my face yet, I'm going to use cream highlight, cream contour, and then powder over it. So my contour is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick in the darkest shade, and I think it's Cocoa. So I'm just going to contour with this, because I need some color in my skin, because I'm fair. And I'm going to contour my nose. Hopefully this is going to look okay because it's just half of it. So yeah, and I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender sponge and just kind of fade it out. And I want to get rid of my double chin, so I need a contour underneath for sure. and that just makes it look a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with my cream highlight, and I'm going to use a longtime favorite of mine, which is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in the color Brightener. So, I love this. This is literally thebomb.com. So I'm going to highlight kind of here in my brow bone, the center. And I'm going to go down the center of my nose, Cupid's bow, my chin, underneath my contour just to sharpen it up, if that makes sense. And again, I'm going to do the famous under the eye highlight. I want freaking aliens to see me from their planet and be like, girl, your highlight, it's on fleek. Just kidding. But yeah, that would be kind of sick. You can see me. NASA's going to be like, there's Jordan with her beaming highlight. I'm going to be like, yes, thank you. So yeah. So then I'm going to go in with the sponge, and I'm going to blend this sucker out. And really, if you guys don't have a sponge kind of thing for your beauty routine, I highly recommend it, because literally I couldn't even imagine my routine without it anymore. It's definitely like a staple. So do you see how that bottom highlight kind of sharpens up the cream contour? So for my highlight area, I'm going to go in with the Essence All About Matte Translucent White Powder. And I'm going to take this tapered kind of powder brush. And again, this is on my Amazon Brushes Worth Checking Out video. So I'm going to kind of almost bake, well, not bake, but like put an excess amount under my eyes that I can blend out later. So I'm going to go in with a Real Technique smaller brush and just kind of go in and do my top, my chin, and my nose area. Oh, and as well as underneath my contour. So for my contouring, I'm going to go in with the Lorac Pro Contouring Palette, and I'm going to use the light contour right here. And I'm just using the MAC 168 brush, and I'm going to go in and contour my cheekbones and kind of go over the cream I already set. Just to get more of a defined contour. And I'm also going to go over my forehead. And literally, this is all about blending. So I'm going to take a big blending fluffy brush from Claire's and just blend this out. Like, I don't want it to be super, super harsh, but I want it to be kind of almost noticeable, but not so like structured, if that makes sense. So big fluffy brushes always help me out with this, because I can be kind of heavy-handed sometimes. Now I'm going to go in with a nose contour, and I'm going to do the same shade in just a small dome brush from Coastal Scents. And I'm going to contour my nose. And then to blend this out, I've been working on a couple methods, and I think I found this one which I like the best, which is just like a smaller brush, because I forget who I saw do this too. Like, I've tried the big brush and I feel like it almost takes makeup off my face, and I've tried the Beauty Blender, which worked okay for a while, but I wanted something that like would really just blend out my nose contour. And this definitely does. It's just like a smaller, like an eyeshadow brush kind of. Now I'm going to go in with a blush, and this is just called Fox in the Box by Hard Candy. I don't even know if they have these anymore. For some reason I thought they discontinued them. And I'm just going to take the MAC 168 brush, I think it says. No, 116 brush, which is just like their blush brush. And swirl it around, I guess. Tap it off. And go in with my blush. And I kind of want to do it on, like, above my contour, but again, I want to make it kind of that striped motion, because that kind of helps my face shape, because my face is very round, so I want it to kind of have more definition. So again, with blending, my big fluffy brush is my best friend. So I like to blend out my blush. Then for a highlight on the face, I like Becca's highlighter in the shade Opal. Looks like that. And I'm going to use a Coastal Scents fan brush. Looks like this. And I'm just going to place this on the tops of my cheeks. Like that. And kind of on my forehead a little bit. Down my nose. My chin. I'm going to take a little bit and place it kind of at the top of my Cupid's bow. So now, because I don't really like the size of my upper lip, I always kind of overdraw it in a sense, but I don't usually use a lip liner because it takes a little bit longer. So what I like to do is use a ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip Gloss kind of thing, if that makes sense. And this is in the shade Shimmy. So I just kind of overdraw the top. And this is a matte shade, so to go over it, I'm going to do a gloss. And this is just the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Eclair, which I really like. I've been using this for a while now. And I feel like the gloss just makes my lips even look bigger than they are. So now I'm going to go in with my Neutrogena makeup remover and kind of make a straight line just so you guys can see more of a difference, hopefully. Alright guys, so that is my Power of Makeup tag. This is my face when I have nothing on it. And this is my face when I have like full glam kind of makeup on. So this is really weird. It's honestly kind of like a mask, but at the same time, like, it's me and, you know, I did it. So it's kind of like a representation of my style, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I really like this tag because it kind of shows girls that, you know, you don't have to wear all this makeup to be yourself, but if you want to wear makeup and have fun with it, do it. Like, no one's gonna stop you. Like, do it for yourself, don't do it for other people. And I don't know, I mean, I'm literally, this is me, like, because I literally, if I go out with makeup, this is what I look like. Or on the days where I don't want any makeup, this is what I look like. I don't do the kind of in-between, like, kind of makeup. Like, I'm either full glam or I'm, like, full not. So there's no in-between with me. Yeah, so this represents me pretty well, I feel like. And I'm honestly probably going to take this side off and just go barefaced today. Just because this took a little bit of work, so yeah, you know, sometimes you girls just don't have time for this. So